Any money where I get, I dey flex, I dey ball, the vest, I dey shop, Patek, Chasey fly boy.
Volume 2 of the Lagos meets London Fashion Diaries. I have on the couch with me today Miss Alice.
Woo!
Just a quick expo, or the little bird told me you're the best dressed amongst the LML cast. What do you think about that?
I agree.
You agree you're the best dressed? I
Yeah.
like the energy. I like the energy.
Yeah.
All right, then. So I'll just ask, like, let's go starting from today.
Mhm.
Obviously, what would you say? Do you plan your outfits before you go out in advance, or you're the kind of person that just you put something together on the day and it still bangs?
If I'm being honest, I feel like the reason why I'm always late to everywhere is because I don't plan my outfit the night before and I have to plan it on the day. So yes, I do like to plan my outfits. I can't just put something together and it works, because sometimes what I envision doesn't always, what I plan in my head isn't always what it looks like when I put it on. So yeah,
So are you saying you plan your outfit
I do. Yeah.
and last like maybe a day or two before, and then on the day it doesn't?
So what I should do is plan my outfits a day before, the night before. But because I don't, hence why I'm always late to places. But I do like to plan my outfits and, visualize what it looks like. Because, yeah.
Yeah, I understand when you say that's why you come late, because I know most girls have loads of clothes.
Yeah.
And it will be hard on the day to actually try to sort through your wardrobe and pick something out.
Yeah.
All right, then. So would you say, when it comes to fashion, what would you say influences your fashion the most, or the way you dress the most?
For me,
And just before you answer, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry to cut you short. I really, really like the way you dress, because obviously I follow you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And you're big on like showcasing your fits. You don't have the general London girl aesthetic
yeah.
when it comes to dressing.
Yeah.
You have your own style, you mix it up. So that's
Yeah.
what I just wanted to say. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think for me, the most important things are comfortability. Do I look cool? Do I feel cool in this certain attire that I've got on? And is it weather appropriate? So those three things are the most things that influence my outfits. And also in terms of like my fit. So I do follow like Instagram pages that give me like inspos, that I get inspos from them. I do follow a couple of influencers that I do get inspo from. But for me, let's say for today, I wanted to be comfortable. I knew the studio can get warm, so I wanted to wear something short sleeves, so in case they got really warm. But yeah, that's the way I plan my outfit. Am I comfortable? Do I look cool? Do I feel cool in it? And yeah.
That's nice. I've got a couple questions more just to ask you before you go.
Okay.
Do you have anyone in particular, like one? Okay, let's even if it's 2 or 3 people. Do you have people like, when you look at them, you tend to look at what they're wearing anytime they put up like posts on Instagram?
Yeah.
You tend to like people. Do you have names?
Yeah, I follow there's this babe called Tiana Aromi. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly, but she's quite big on the influencing scene. So every time she puts on something, it looks nice on her. And also because we have similar body shape, I would get inspiration from her, because if it looks this way on her, I believe it'll look similar on myself. Also I follow this girl called Uche. She's more so for makeup, but her outfits bang on. So yeah, those are my two
people.
Yeah.
All right, just to round up today's series of Lagos meets London Fashion Diaries.
Yeah.
Which would you pick out of these two?
Yeah.
A guy that doesn't have a good dress sense,
Okay.
but with a very nice body.
Yeah.
Or a guy with good dress sense, but tends to lie now and then. Let me repeat it again.
Okay.
Let me repeat it again. Because I know, obviously, because you're very big about your fits.
Yeah.
About your dressing. Most especially, like, you always look nice when you're going out. You want wherever you're with.
Yeah, because I feel like you need
be a
to
reflection
dress.
of that.
I always say to people, dress the way you want to be addressed. I always say, I'm very big on that. Like, if you look a certain way and you want to go into a certain room, people will look at you and just be like, you're not serious. Do you know what I mean? So, I always like to dress the way I want to be addressed, or even fitting in the scene that I'm going into. So, yeah.
So yes, back to the question.
Back to
A
the
guy
question.
that doesn't have a good dress sense,
Right.
but with a very nice body. Like, you know what nice body, what the society has made us acceptable as a nice guy body.
Yeah.
That's the Calvin Klein models.
Right.
Or a guy with very good dress sense, impeccable dress sense, but tends to lie now and then. Like everyone knows, like this guy lies. Like
yeah. No, I would have to go for the first one because I cannot stand liars. Because why would you lie? I'm not going to beat you. Why would you lie? So I would prefer a guy that doesn't dress well because eventually I'll start to do his shopping for him. I'll start to buy.
No, that's no. Which one are you picking? I don't want you. Don't try to spin
I'll
the
choose
world.
The first one because I do feel like looking good is important, and I cannot stand liars. So the first one.
Okay, then. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.